Hi viewers, welcome you once again to Micro Learning. This is Shailaja. So today we are going to see the continuation of the fourth lesson. It's nothing but consumption function and investment function. So yesterday we have seen regarding multiplier and we have seen about the formula and we saw the formula, the calculation of the multiplier. So today we are going to see what are the leakages that we are going to see in the multiplier. That is, what do you mean by leakages? Unforeseen expenditures. Okay, that is wasteful expenditures, which it so happens. Okay, but what this multiplier says, as the investment increases, income increases, then consumption also increases. Now what happens over here? There is a leakage in the multiplier. So multiplier, when the investment increases, what is multiplier? When investment increases, your national income increase over here. So here multiplier, there are some leakages that incur. So for example, we as an individual, when we are getting income, when our income is rising, for example, you just imagine you're getting around 60,000 rupees. So you're going to get 1 lakh rupee. So you have the difference over there. Now what will be running in your mind? Whether to spend it. You use it fully for consumption purpose, or are you going to save, or are you going to buy assets? Okay, all these things will be lingering in your mind. Same way a country also. Okay, when it is able to get more income, it does not mean that it is going to only spend for consumption. Okay, where you can see on the screen, payment towards the past debt. We would have borrowed from other countries. So, or from any external financial sources we would have borrowed. This we have to repay. So when we have to repay, what happens to the consumption? Consumption automatically reduce. So payment towards the past debt. So if a portion of the additional income is used for the repayment of old debt, what happened? This MPC is reduced. Okay, that is the first leakage that is incurring in the multiplier. The second one is supposed to be purchasing of existing wealth. Okay, if income increases, not necessary that you have to spend only for consumption. Sometimes we can use it for buying assets. Okay, it can be like, if it is for a country, it can be land, it can be machineries. Okay, it can be building construction, or for the welfare motive you can spend. So here also, when your income becomes excess, okay, you try to buy wealth like land, building, or you can share the money in, that is what happens, and shares the money in circulation among the people, and it never enters into the consumption part at all. Okay, so already it was mentioned that when income increases, consumption increases, but not necessary. If you are going to invest in any of these, okay, any of these assets, what happens? Your consumption decreases over there. Okay, this is also supposed to be a leakage in the multiplier. Next one is import of goods and services. Okay, when income is spent on imports of goods, what happens when we are importing goods? Money flows from our country towards the other country. So here money is flowing towards other country. So automatically what happens to our country? The income is dropping because we are importing goods from other countries. So money is flowing from our country to the other country. So this is the next leakage that we face in the multiplier. And next one is non-availability of consumer goods. So the multiplier therefore assumes that indigenous supply of consumer goods following demand. But there is often a time lag. Okay, what is happening? There is a gap between the demand and the supply. Sometimes the demand is very high, but the supply is supposed to be less. Sometimes the demand and supply is supposed to be at a constant, or it may be vice versa also there. So during that time, what happens? Consumption expenditure is being reduced. Okay, so this is supposed to be the non-availability of consumer goods, because your demand is high and when the supply becomes very less, okay, their consumption expenditure is reduced. Next one is full employment situation. Under conditions of full employment, what happened? Resources are almost fully employed. So additional investment will lead to inflation rather than generation of additional real income. So what happens? Investment will lead to inflation. If you are going to invest more, because already full employment is existing, again you invest, what happens? This leads to inflation. Okay, and next one is, what are the usages of multiplier? So the first usage of multiplier is, multiplier highlights the importance of investment in income and employment theory. The second one says the process throws light on different stages of trade cycle. So what are the trade cycle? Already we would have learned. Okay, boom, recession, depression, recovery. And the third one says it also helps in bringing equality between savings and investment. Next one tells you it helps in formulating government policies. It helps to reduce unemployment and achieve full employment. So here what happens? Formulation of government policies depend upon the national income. Okay, how much of flow of income that is coming into our country. Okay, according to that the government policies are framed. Next one is, you can reduce unemployment. Of course, when we are going to invest more, what happens? There is going to be employment opportunity. So the kinds of multiplier. We have 4 kinds of multiplier. One is a tax multiplier, employment multiplier, foreign trade multiplier, and investment multiplier. This also can be an internal question for you. What are the different types of multiplier? So you have a worksheet. Name the economist who developed multiplier. Okay, it was propounded by one person, then it was supported by another economist. I hope you remember. Name the economist who refined multiplier as investment. Then what is multiplier, and write the formula for it. List down the assumptions of multiplier. Explain formula, that is formula of the multiplier. Okay, this is formula of multiplier. Then difference between positive and negative multiplier. List the classifications of multiplier. What are the leakages in the multiplier, uses of multiplier, and the kinds of multiplier. So you have ample questions over here in the worksheet 7. So go through the previous slides once again and then write down the answers for this. So it will be useful for you to attend internal questions. So those who are watching the channel for the first time, please like, subscribe, share and comment your views to Micro Learning. This is once again Shailaja signing off from all of you. Thank you very much.